Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bayley was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bayley don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bayley as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bayley all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bayley's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bayley back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch is ready for action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch!
I spoke to Becky earlier, and she said that Mutiny should be watching her match very closely tonight.
Well, that's the last thing in the world I'd be asking for, Cole. We've seen what happens when you poke that bear.
Becky is looking to make a statement loud enough for Mutiny to hear.
The epitome of destruction, a wrecking ball in the women's division.
And her opponent from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
Standing at 6 feet tall, towering over the entire women's division.
And Nia intends to lay waste to everyone who crosses her way.
Yeah, Nia really is not like most girls in her drive to decimate the opposition.
Using her size and power to fulfill her destiny atop WWE.
And tonight, expect complete fury from Nia Jax. No regard whatsoever for her opponent.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about it. Oh, body checking them into a whole other area code. Grapevining the legs. Kick to the body. Stomp to the leg. And she saw that coming from Jax. Got back at Jax. Here's a hard punch. No signs of either of them backing down. Big shots being fought right now. Not at the toe. Just teeing off with that fight for everybody. Looks like a hockey fight just broke out.
Lynch saw it coming.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
She turns out attack away. It's out the way.
She's getting back to the ring under the ropes. That can knock you out. Responds. Becky just aggressively going after that arm. Rolling neck snap. That can make an opening for her.
The offense with a nasty chop block. Really treading right over their opponent. Kick to the back.
The man connects. Nia Jax just getting worked on here.
Gonna be tough to slow Becky down now.
Nothing fancy about that. Being placed in the corner here. Becky Lynch with a great shot.
Some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities. Nia Jax out of harm's way.
Vicious. And for the moment, Jax gets knocked out of pad.
Yeah, Becky delivering the pain. Elbows on the spot.
To the breadbasket for that trouble. And Lynch was scouted there.
She just avoided some serious damage. Turns that away. Ooh, pull the elbow, counters that.
Range down, elbow retaliation.
Waistline. There is no quit in Becky tonight.
She just used that drive and obliterated her opponent.
Taking the back of the knee, watch this.
Jax looks absolutely out of it.
2. And Nia Jax is still in this.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of heart from Nia Jax here tonight.
And Becky Lynch is fuming. She did all that work and still it wasn't enough. And this one's taken to the outside. Now looking even worse for Wwe.
And at this point, you really have to wonder how much longer she has left in this match.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
Close fist punch to the jaw. That's one way to break up a move.
Face buster. Nia's getting picked apart here.
Yeah, Lynch is appearing unstoppable.
From the top. Shoulders down. Jax could be put away here. Shut her up. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea. Waistlock.
Bayley can clutch this one here. She picks up one.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bayley-to-belly suplex. It was actually a Becky-to-belly.
That wasn't just a suplex, that was a statement directly.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bayley probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bayley's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bayley. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me.
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bayley walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bayley. The real Bayley. My Bayley. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. Do you remember Bayley? Do you? You're a force of nature. You built Damage Control from nothing into one of the most dominant factions in WWE and kept them there for 2 years. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bayley to the ring, and it seems Bayley accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out! Kyrie Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has a chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bayley, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh this summer. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope.
Connects. Celebrating. Sane catches her by surprise.
This is not going to end well.
What a move. Uh-oh. And that holds Becky back.
Stunner.
From the middle rope.
She gets no reward on that one.
Leg drop. Extending their opponent's arm.
Oh, man, what a leg drop.
Right on the arm. Sane losing some focus on the task at hand.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Hooked up. Fisherman suplex. And Sane is continuously on the defensive.
Zane's on the wrong side of most of these exchanges.
Back elbow. Drop kick in the corner.
Perfectly executed.
Just like that. She turned it around.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Chess match of counters and reverses happening here.
Numbing blow to the chest. And stays one step ahead. Big elbow. Only top offense there.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
He lost some of her stamina at this stage.
That was a big-time onslaught from Lynch.
And now the gears are turning for Becky.
Lynch is backing up her words here.
Becky Lynch looking to end this one. This could do it.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole. A second leg drop with a twist.
Becky in full control here. Handle slam. Kyrie's on Dream Street. Oh my God. And the official calls it clearly. They cannot fight any longer.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kyrie Sane's attack and sent her back to mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Well, it might have been Kyrie's hands, but that was Bayley's attack. Until these two former allies get their hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I did build damage control from the ground up, and then they fell apart without me. Just like the horsewomen fell apart without me. It must drive you crazy that everything I touch turns to gold, while every professional relationship you've ever had falls to dust. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bayley out of whatever poison daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
After you blew up their whole plan to loot the WWE archives? I'm guessing there are wanted posters with your mug and a sizable bounty on them plastered all over Orlando.
I wonder if I can get a monster truck down there.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no.
Becky, to win the best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this. Alone.
The Bayley buddies are back, but that's Becky Lynch.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch!
There's only one reason Becky's cosplaying with Bayley's old entrance, and that's to get Bayley so angry she makes a mistake. Or several. Maybe so, Corey, but it could also be a way to remind Bayley of who she used to be.
Mind games aside, now it's time to see who's ready to fight. Wait a minute, that's Bayley dressed like Becky the night she debuted.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, Bayley!
I don't like Mutiny, but I have to admit Bayley might be a better dancer than Becky was. I don't know about that, but you have to think this is going to get under Becky's skin.
Bayley stole Becky's entrance, and now CM Punk's top lieutenant is looking to steal a victory. The mind games are over, the jokes have ended. Now these former best friends are going to settle years of animosity.
Bayley cast a ride with Mutiny from the very beginning, but Becky thinks she can turn her back to the light. If Becky Lynch really thinks she can beat some sense into Bayley after everything we've seen, she's going to need the luck of the Irish.
Becky just aggressively going after that arm.
Rolling neck snap. Brutal. wicked kick to the lower back.
Lynch is maintaining the advantage.
The man is just going off on Bayley. Bayley managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
That could be the table turner Bayley desperately needed.
Goodness gracious. The proverbial mud hole has been stomped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
An elbow drop, and then look at the knee strikes. Oh, a flurry of strikes.
Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Look at that counter from Bayley. With a clothesline. Makes the cover. And a kick out by Becky Lynch.
She still has enough energy for a simple kick out. Golly, that sounded rough.
Haymaker after haymaker.
Two Titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
This one's about to be over.
Piles up, shoulders down. There's two.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Bayley has bad intentions for Becky.
Escape out of attack. Becky moves out of the way. Systematic attack on the arm of Becky.
A quick reversal from her.
What a display here.
Let's just go. Almost trapped, but she gets away.
Powerbomb position.
Going down, punches and counters out. Becky Lynch from behind. Becky has opened up an opportunity.
Becky Lynch looking for it.
Cannot finish Bayley.
She kicks out.
Can Bayley now mobilize? She had enough to kick out, but needs to get on the offensive now.
And Becky Lynch is nothing if not a thinking woman's companion. Certainly she's already thinking about her next steps.
She has no idea where she is right now, and it is about to get worse.
And Lynch got caught that time by some hard-hitting offense.
That's the sort of offense that makes Bayley so dangerous.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no. Chop block. And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather.
Brilliant. What in the back of the knee. A nice hip toss. Right into a drop. The elbow of the arm. Arms for the second rope. Driving down. Bayley down into the pin. This could do it. Deep for a kick out.
She just will not go away.
She catches Bayley with a count.
Isn't the finishing touch Lynch needs?
Becky Lynch walked into Mutiny's home base and defeated their second in command.
Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on. Come on, Bayley. Shake my hand. Come on. This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bayley.
going to do it.
Bayley's coming home.
Never. Never.
Damage control. What the heck? I knew it. I knew Bayley was
too far gone.
I never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky, this is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing: mending fences. And so I did, with my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight. Because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron.
She's thinking about the friend she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bayley away from mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky. You beat Bayley on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so. But beating Bayley was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bayley. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us. But it wasn't one for Bayley either.
What do you mean? Mutiny has damage control now.
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bayley we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside mutiny? Becky, this is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
I'm heading over to Raw to get us one more ally.
I like it. Just make sure they're a good fit. And this means everything.
I'll do my best.